forecast first. Sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, expecting a quieter evening across central Illinois than what we had last night when we were dealing with freezing rain across the area. Looking better there on the roofing guy there for American Camera in Danville. We've definitely got the cloud cover, though, that has returned. And that cloud cover going to be sticking around through tonight and pretty much all of tomorrow, along with the chance for a little bit of snow. But nothing out there this evening. We've got temperatures that are now down below freezing, 30 degrees in Champaign, 28 in Springfield. And as we go throughout tonight, we're actually going to head back down to those mid-20s and eventually snow back in the area for tomorrow. More about the timing and amounts with that when we come back. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
People in one town are in shock today after discovering one of their own was shot and killed. Also tonight, a man is back in custody after being released only hours before what police say he did for the third time.
And one nonprofit is giving inmates the tools they need to try and make it on the outside. They have marijuana sales to thank for it.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
You never imagine that your neighbor just got shot.
But that's exactly what happened. Investigators are searching for whoever shot and killed a man in Piatt County. Good evening. I'm Jennifer Roscoe.
I'm Paul Cicchini. It happened this morning around 3. They were called to a house on C Street by 3rd. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting joins us now. Courtney, what do we know about this victim?
Well, Paul, his friends tell me his name was Mike Brown, a man people say would give the shirt off his back to anyone. That's why everyone I talked to was shocked and heartbroken to hear he was gone.
That's just a sad thing. You don't expect it.
It was a heartbreaking morning for people in Hammond after many woke up to hear that Mike Brown was killed overnight.
One of the neighbors, a friend of my wife's, called her this morning and told her what happened. And we were pretty much shocked. You know, you don't think that's going to happen in a little town like Hammond, but it can happen anywhere, I guess.
Investigators were called to the 64-year-old's house around 3 Tuesday morning. They found him dead from a gunshot wound. Gary Tohill lives just down the road. He says Brown has been a friend of his for years.
If I was out here raking leaves or something, he had a little tractor with one of those deals that picks up the leaves, and he'd pick them up for me, and we'd talk a little bit.
Neighbors we talked to, including Tohill, say the area of Hammond has changed over the years.
Oh, it's a pretty quiet little town. Last couple of years, we've had some trouble with people moving in here and had some break-ins and stuff.
Brown was a member of the village board in Hammond. Everyone we talked to who worked with him in that role said he was a great guy who was honest, strong, and intelligent. Tohill hopes, for the family's sake especially, that the person responsible pays the price.
You want to know who did that and see that justice is served.
And we mentioned before that investigators are still looking for whoever did this, and they're asking anyone with any information to call them. Live in the newsroom, Courtney Bunting, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, Courtney, thank you so much. Investigators in Moultrie County are investigating vehicle thefts and burglaries. Early this morning, they say someone broke into vehicles in Bethany, Dalton City, in the Lovington area. Investigators also found a stolen vehicle in Lovington. On top of that, someone reported a stolen truck, a 2017 dark gray Ford F-150. It still hasn't been found.
New tonight at 6, a man from Champaign's in custody after police say he shot at a person's front door in an attempt to break in. Police arrested Daniel Carruthers early this morning. They say he violated an order of protection last night, threatening the victim while they were inside their home. They say Carruthers pulled a gun and tried to shoot out the deadbolt, but failed. One person is dead after a house fire in Decatur. It happened near the corner of 35th Street and Meadow Lane around 4:30 this morning. Crews saw flames and smoke coming from the garage and back of the house when they got there. Now, 2 firefighters were hurt trying to rescue the person stuck inside. That victim was found dead in the home. The next-door neighbor says it's a tough and unexpected loss.
I've known him for 20 years. He was a good guy. He was retired from Tate and Lyle here in Decatur, and he was about 92. And he was a very good neighbor. He was a good friend.
The cause of that fire is under investigation.
A storage shed and some of the equipment inside a total loss after several explosions and a fire. It happened last night at the South Central FS plant just west of Gaze. The large machine shed stored bulk oils. A total of 6 crews were called to battle the nearly 100-foot tall flames, as well as more explosions. No word on what caused that fire. Crews are investigating how an abandoned house burned down today near Pesotum. It was on County Road 1000 near Route 45. The Tolono Fire Department says the house collapsed before they got there, and there were no signs of arson. They put out a similar fire at an abandoned house a few weeks ago.
Police are investigating after a body was found in Lake Decatur. The Macon County Coroner's Office identified the man as 32-year-old Benjamin Lee Hauser. The sheriff's office says it received a call after he was found around 9 last night. An autopsy to determine the cause of death is being done today. A man from Urbana is facing jail time after police say he stole a delivery car from a Domino's in Urbana. Police arrested 39-year-old Larry Kirkland last night. He was previously arrested for another car robbery in December. Just 6 hours after he was released yesterday, police say he did it again. He's accused of taking the car from the Domino's parking lot after an employee went inside to grab pizza. Police chased him until he crashed into another car near the corner of Windsor and Neal. Back in December, police say he stole a car from Ricky Olson. Olson's service dog was inside, and he says he can't believe this all happened again.
I'm hoping that the person that's done this takes the opportunity to change their course in life instead of continuing to do the same bad thing over and over again.
Kirkland faces up to 15 years for car theft, fleeing a police officer, and running 2 red lights while trying to escape.
Switching now to the latest on the coronavirus. The positivity rate for the state continues to fall. It's now at 5.7%. There has been an increase in new cases. More than 3,600 were announced. 87 more people have died in the last 24 hours. As for vaccinations, about 1% of the state's population has gotten them, and roughly 6% of the U.S. population has been vaccinated. People in Christian County are getting their shots. The health department there hosted its second drive-through clinic for people 65 and older. It was at the county fairgrounds in Taylorville this morning. They had almost 400 doses on hand. It's first come, first serve instead of appointments. It's the most efficient way to do it with a small staff, but it also meant people lining up overnight.
That shocked us. We didn't anticipate that. So this time we did have sheriff's deputies on hand. If there were any problems, there's not been any problems, but we did have people sleeping in their cars again last night.
We brought my old vehicle over and parked it by the park last night, yesterday afternoon. We came over this morning and got in at 5:15 and waited.
They plan to hold drive-through clinics every Tuesday as long as vaccines keep coming into the county.
Also new at 6, staff at Champaign schools will soon be able to get the COVID vaccine. The district shared on Facebook today. Vaccinations will start next week, but signups are underway. Staff will get more information through the district's notification system. That'll let the district know how many are interested in getting it. Follow-up messages will be sent for instructions with how to sign up for that appointment.
One Illinois football coach didn't initially plan on staying in the sports business, what he came very close to doing instead.
Also tonight, traditional proms didn't happen for teenagers last year. How one class is putting money they saved to good use.
Okay, so we've got more stuff coming.
More snow?
Yes.
A little bit tomorrow. And then who knows for the weekend?
That's why I said stuff.
We've got stuff.
We got stuff.
We've got lots to talk about. Yes, something will be falling from those clouds, that's for sure. Recap today, high temperature of 34, which is close to normal, but we didn't move the temperature a whole lot. But now that temperature is falling. We're going to see that snow, but it's the weekend system that has us looking at a couple different scenarios. We'll talk about them coming up.